Hey, it's your boy Sid. It's your boy Dis. We in here together. Thoughts from your boy. Check us out. Peace. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Dysfunctional World.
I'm your boy Sid, aka Mr. Let's Talk.
So let's talk.
What are we talking about?
Is it okay for women to have male tendencies?
Is it okay for women to have male tendencies?
Is it okay for a woman to want to hit it and quit it? Or get hers and leave?
Like a man would.
Yeah.
Okay, let's break that down. Let's really get into that.
Okay.
I would think the short answer would be yes.
Okay.
I think that's okay for women to do that.
Okay.
You know, because they have sexual urges and desires and stuff like that the same way men do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, unfortunately, the unfortunate part comes in that them having a high body count is viewed differently.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying, than it is with us. So that's one of the downsides, and that's just society. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't make that rule.
Nah, but we don't do anything to break it either.
Well, I mean, they got to be having sex with somebody.
We got to.
No, but I'm saying, like, when you say we ain't doing nothing to break, no, because I don't think men gonna stop having sex with women. So
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
But, okay. I guess when I say we're not doing anything to break, I'm talking about the stereotype.
Right. I'm saying men are not trying to break that stereotype.
But
We probably might even be pushing it further to some extent.
men will get on platforms and say a woman is for the streets because she has a high body count.
Right.
So why like that's what I mean by breaking that stereotype. We don't I mean except for Kanye and what he said in his last song, which is he hasn't met a hoe that he hasn't wifed. Why don't we just think of that? Why it gotta be she's a hoe, we can't wife her?
That's a good question. Because at the same goes, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. And I think that's because she's used to a certain type of behavior. You know what I'm saying? I think that a lot of women, because nowadays women equate sexual freedom with freedom. You see what I'm saying? So they feel like they can walk around butt naked in this eye. You know what I'm saying? That's freedom. They being liberated. That's what they think it is. But really, it's not.
It's not liberation.
It's not.
Okay, what is it?
I would say that it's still a form of bondage.
How so?
Because if you got to take your clothes off to get attention, you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's still, you still under some form of, I ain't gonna say the S word, but I would say under some form of bondage.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mentally.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. Mentally. Because why? Like, what makes you think, okay, just walking around like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you free to do that? So laws be damned. You know what I'm talking about? It don't matter. Like, oh, you sexually liberated. Like, who was oppressing you? Like, but I'm just saying. So that's what they tend to think.
Okay.
That's just what
That's how you see it.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
Okay.
That's how I see it, for real.
I don't think women gotta take their clothes off to get attention.
Me neither. Me neither.
I had distinctively told a woman today that women control sex, men control marriage.
I agree with that.
They told me I was wrong.
Why?
Because I told them when I first got married, I wanted to get married. I've been married twice. I said the second time, I didn't necessarily want to get married. That's what she wanted, and I just surprised her and did it.
Okay.
And they're like, well, didn't she get what she wanted? I said yes and no, because after we got a divorce, she got married again. She just wanted to be married to somebody.
Right. She wants to be married. She wants to be a wife. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She wants to be married.
I got a new saying I worked up. Pussy come a dime a dozen. If you're looking for a dime, it doesn't.
Well,
Because we could go out and find sex just like a woman can. They have a little easier. We might have to pay.
Yeah, I'm about to say they got it easier than we do.
We might have to pay. But we can still find someone to have sex with just like they can go find someone to have sex with. They have a better quality pool to pick from
True.
We don't.
True.
Right? We can still do it.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right about that. You're right about that. I don't think a lot of men would want to do that because of the quality, like you said, you know what I'm saying, that we have to choose from. Some men wouldn't care, you know, some men just gonna let it be what it be.
Right.
But nah, it gotta be quality over quantity. But yeah.
So again, you said it's okay for women to have high body counts, to they have sexual urges just like we do.
No, I didn't say that. No. I'm saying they have sexual desires like we have.
Right.
So if they want to go out, you know what I'm saying, and do what they do, right? They just have to understand that how society views women who have a high body count. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, this ain't a said rule. You know what I'm talking about? It's just something that society, because you know how they say a man who got 100 bodies and a woman who got 100 bodies. That woman is looked at
as a serial murder. A serial
to
killer.
a certain extent, right?
Yeah.
And the man is looked at as a player.
Or a pimp.
You know what I'm saying?
Whatever, right.
So it's just viewed differently.
I guess it's viewed differently because men typically put women on pedestals. We put beautiful women on pedestals, like they're not supposed to do certain things. Like, you know what I'm saying? She got her nails all did, her hair all fixed up. She probably don't smoke weed, but nowadays she does.
Right. I would say all of them do.
She got her hair did, her nails did, her teeth are pretty, her outfit is banging. She probably want to have sex like we want to have sex. But we don't look at her like that. We look at her up here. We put her on a pedestal. Like, man, she too good for that. Like, she narrowed her pick for these niggas, but she's not. She's a straight savage, just like we a straight savage.
Right. I mean, she's a classy savage. You know what I'm talking about? The classy assassin. Because you look at her like this, right? Out of every 10 dudes that holler at her, she gonna only pay 2 of them attention. 2 out of every 10, and it might be 30 dudes who try to holler at that night. You know what I'm saying? That night. So out of 30, that's 6 people that she gonna pay attention to. You know, give her a number, you know, IG, whatever the case may be, or some form of attention, right?
Right.
Just some form out of 30. So you know what I'm saying? That's just how it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? But you have some people who just not gonna care how she look, and they gonna treat her how, you know what I'm saying, how you treat her. That's you got some dude that's out there that's like that. He don't care how you look. Matter of fact, he's a hunter himself. He's a savage of the worst kind himself. The prettier they are, the worse he treat them. Or like you said, he treats them like he treats them. Better them than me. She don't agree with him. Right. She's mad at that. He's not having that.
Right.
So those opposites attract like magnets. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just one of those things, right? The prettier she is, the worse he gonna treat her. She gonna be attracted to that. Like, why he not paying me no attention? I want to see why.
Like
I want to see why. Now she trying to find out about him. Those opposites attract. And that line, those bars that just spit, that was Jay-Z, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Hov for that. I'm just saying. You know
appreciate the co-roll, Hov.
Right. I mean, it fit. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about what he was just saying, you know what I'm saying? He was just saying she's mad at that. He's not having that. You see what I'm saying? So those opposites attract like magnets. You see, he just saying, like, he letting it know that she getting all the attention. She used to the attention. He's not giving her the attention.
True.
And she pounded and she like mad. That. Biggie always said stuff like that, right?
Like, I creep up from behind. What's your number? What's your line?
What's your sign? You know, as soon as he buy that wine, that just creep up from behind.
That's what your
that was Biggie was just one of them dudes who was smooth with it too. You know what I'm saying? He was another one who he didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, however you look, he wasn't going, because you got a lot of dudes who hold women up to pedestals. You know what I'm saying? And by doing that,
but
one, you virtue
pretty chicks for real.
Yeah, because he was an ugly nigga.
But I'm saying he only hollered at pretty chicks, though.
Because he was ugly. He was an ugly nigga. He said it. He said
Black,
he didn't.
Ugly as ever.
However.
Coochie down.
Right. I stay coochie down to the side. You see what I'm saying? He knew. Like, I'm an ugly nigga, but I got money. I'm shooting for the top every time. What they said, an ugly dude with money will win out over a handsome dude with no money.
True. True.
And Biggie knew that.
True.
He was like, whatever, I'm not trying to be, he knew he wasn't like handsome and all that. He said it. But I got paper though.
He did say that.
Boom. You see what I'm saying?
He did.
I got money and I'm letting it be known I got money.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but a lot of these dudes hold women, like you say, they hold women up to a pedestal, knowing you never gonna get nothing from that woman. Nothing. She ain't even looking at you like that. Because you holding on to every word, you praising her, you this, you that. She ain't thinking about you.
Okay, when I say hold on to a pedestal, I guess I do it too then. But like beautiful women, I tend to think that they think more civilized than a woman that
Nope.
doesn't look so good but wants attention.
I disagree. I think it's the other way around. I think pretty women are the worst women.
Okay.
I always felt like that because they've been told that they pretty.
Right.
They've been having pretty privilege. They get in the club free. You know what I'm talking about? Like, just think about pretty privilege. That's a real thing. Because,
it is a real thing, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, listen to what you just said. You tend to think that you see what I'm saying? Because they pretty.
True.
But truth be told, they think just like a ugly person.
Okay.
They thoughts are the same until a certain extent. Once they reach a certain age where that pretty privilege can now become monetized, you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's where the separation start to split. That's where a less attractive woman start thinking survival mode. You see what I'm saying? And this pretty person is thinking, let me activate my powers. You see what I'm saying? Activate, like what you call it said.
Wonder Twins, activate.
A man will work 18 years, right?
Right.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day, 18 hours, 18 years to be able to become rich, successful, get that yacht, right? Boom. He in Miami, right? What the girl got to do to get on that yacht? Wake up. That's it. Let the man see her. Hey, come to my boat. That's it. That's pretty privilege. You see what I'm saying? She ain't had to work. She ain't got to do nothing. But that man had to work for 20 plus years, 18 hours a day to afford that boat. All she had to do was wake up and be seen.
That's true.
Remember we was talking about who had it easy in the current dating market?
Right.
This is why.
You're right.
You see what I'm saying? And because
pretty is a privilege.
Pretty is a privilege, and they know that men have been raised a certain way. They know this. They know this. That's why they expect most men. That's why they expect men to pay for dates. They've been raised a certain way. We've been raised a certain way, especially here in the West. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's one of them things. That's just how it go. You know, that's just how it go.
So pretty privilege. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, man.
I never thought about that one.
They use it, man. They use it, and we do hold them up on a pedestal to a higher standard. That's because excuse me. If they cheat, it hurts so bad.
Especially if she's pretty.
Because we held them up to a higher standard, like you said, and we didn't expect them to cheat.
To do it like that.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what men do. They hold women up to that higher standard. Now, is it fair? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this is what men do. You know what I'm saying? This is what men do. We know that y'all don't hold us in high regard, which is why if a man cheat, y'all might give him 2 or 3 chances to cheat. You see what I'm saying? Before y'all finally let him go. They don't hold us in high regard. They've been hearing stories from their aunties and all that and whatever about men, so they think we all dogs anyway. See what I'm saying? That's why you ever see like some of the videos on YouTube and stuff, or even in the movies. All it takes is for one woman to go and tell the other woman that her man is cheating or her man did something. Now the girlfriend or wife or whoever it is didn't even have to see him do nothing, but they take the word of another woman over their spouse. You see it in movies and stuff all the time.
Is that real?
Is it? I mean, yeah, I think that's a real thing. I think that's real, yeah.
So you think it real, like women tell other women their man is doing something dirty and the woman believes it?
Yes. Yes, I believe that. Yes. 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 They will plant that seed. Yes. Oh yeah. Because and the reason I say I think that's real is because these movies and TV shows got to get this information from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? They had to get this stuff from somewhere. And they didn't think this whole thing out. Nah, they done seen a news article, you know what I'm saying, a documentary on the woman that been through this or whatever. These ideas are coming from somewhere. You know, them Hollywood folks ain't that talented. Sorry. I'm just saying, when you remaking comic books. Anyway, that's your only successful movie, is remakes of comic book. Oh, but these ideas are coming from somewhere.
They are coming from somewhere,
You know?
but I mean, they also write happy endings in a lot of movies too. That's not how shit works either.
Well, yeah, that's the Hollywood part of it. You know what I'm saying? That's the Hollywood part.
As far as the women go, I never thought about that pretty privilege thing, but
it's real. Pretty privilege is real.
because that's the only reason Marilyn Monroe was who she was.
Right.
The only reason Josephine Baker, Dorothy Dandridge.
I mean, if you're not, especially back then, you know what I'm saying? Especially back then, you know what I'm saying? If you wasn't pretty, they didn't care what kind of talent you had.
Yeah.
Few exceptions, of course, but I'm saying especially back then, where we didn't get a lot of chances and a lot of opportunities and breaks, especially in the entertainment world, you had to be pretty. You had to be a standout.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You had to be. Yeah. So current day, not so much. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like companies
it's
and
worse
stuff.
now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if they blatantly do it, they get sued. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Now they find other ways to not pick the less attractive people, but if they openly do it, they get sued and stuff like that. But yeah, it's pretty privilege is still a thing. You look at all the people who sell the products. You know what I'm saying? Who sell clothes, perfume, food, cars. How is it that a lot of these car commercials got pretty women in it? They don't even be the one driving those trucks. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they be truck commercials. You know what I'm saying? And they got like
trucks.
I mean, but the majority. Come on now, we already know what 85, 95% of truck sales are men.
Okay.
But you got women all in the commercials because they know
that's who's gonna be attracted to getting in them trucks.
That's who men is dying it for, right? To put the women in it. You know what I'm saying? And to get our attention and to make us look at the features of this truck, we gonna put a really pretty woman in this commercial. Knowing that, yeah, we're gonna see her, but we also gonna see the leather trimming of the truck. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna see the dash, we're gonna see all that other stuff just by looking at her. They know what they doing, they slick. She ain't got nothing to do with it. That'd be like, no, never mind, I'm not gonna say that. See, sometimes I gotta catch myself. I could say this though. It'd be like if a man tried to sell pads. You know what I'm saying?
They have tried.
Right, and it don't cross over well. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't.
Even though a man invented the very first one.
The man invented the ones that are biodegradable, that are good and healthy.
That's right. I see this story. That's right. And
women don't buy those. They buy the ones out the store all the time.
And he had to get his wife to get on the team. I think it was his wife or one of his female relatives to get on the team with him for that reason. What you just said. Yeah. Yeah, because they're like, well, he don't know nothing about it, blah, 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 blah. So he said, okay, bad. Let me go get, you know what I'm talking about? A wife or whoever it was, a female in his family. Smart. But yeah, man, we hold them up to a pedestal.
We do.
But I don't think we mind though.
It's not that we mind.
That's what we do. But
at the same time, that's why when you said it hurts us more when they cheat on us, it hurts us more when our heart get broke. Because we be putting all into this person like this is the one. This is the best one. Yep. She's better than the last three. Yep. She's better than the one that could be coming around the corner. Yep. She is the best.
This is the one.
And then when it don't work out, you ain't got no choice but to be hurt.
Right. Super hurt.
That's like playing poker and you going all in every hand. Every hand.
I'm all in. Eventually
I mean,
you're going to lose.
Yeah, eventually, you know what? Fuck this game. Let's go. Click. All in. What's up? I got two kings right here. What's up? And then the river card turn. Boom. I got 3 kings. Now what's up? Can I take my money back? No, it's out there now.
Right. It's over. It's out there. Yeah.
So I think that's how we treat women.
I can agree with that. For real. Because
I'm not saying we treat them all like that.
No,
but we meet one that we feel like is so special, we put on a pedestal.
Yes.
And then we find out, like, what I was watching a short. And it was in fact, somebody sent it to me. I showed you afterwards. But it was Kevin Samuels saying, be afraid if you sleep with a woman that's afraid to be ugly around you.
Ooh.
So he like if she won't let you sit without her makeup on, mascara on, trust me, she's being that way just to you. when you find her one day cheating on you in the back of an Explorer, getting her back blown out because you thought she wasn't like that.
Right. You made a point. R.I.P. Mr. Sammy. He made a lot of good points. I'm sorry. He had some good material. Great content. I'm just saying. Okay, and I gotta switch. It's slightly off topic, right? But when he was talking about Kevin Samuels, it made me think about something. Okay, so y'all know, oh God, Vivica A. Fox and her whole bunch of little friends on the show.
Lisa Ray.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Okay, but actually, let me say this time. Shout out Lisa Ray, because Lisa Ray was getting it right.
Okay.
But on the show, it's Vivica Fox and Claudia Jordan. Vivica Fox, Claudia Jordan, Lisa Ray, and Selena Johnson. Okay, so Vivica Fox and Claudia Jordan, they going in on black men as usual, right? And I can call them a bunch of names and do all that, but I'm not, because they speak for themselves, literally. But they going in on black men about the therapist, the black girl therapist who got fired, right? And for whatever reason, people was thinking that it was black men who got her fired. Now, like, she was going on rants and making all these posts and all this other stuff, right?
Okay.
Then she ended up getting fired. Okay, so then they said black men got her fired and was calling the job and all that, when in reality it was a woman who initially reported her. It was a woman. Okay, cool. Now, Vivica Fox and her little cronies, they picked up on it, and they just, her and Claudia Jordan really was the ones dogging out black men.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? On her behalf, on the they call it the TikTok something, the TikTok therapist. That's what they call it, though. Okay. So they going in on her behalf. But Lisa Ray got it right. Lisa Ray was like, no. She wasn't doing that. She said this. She said this. Like, she had all the receipts, bro. Oh, and you can see Vivica Fox was mad. She was looking at her like, oh, for real? You know what I'm saying? But she wasn't letting her run down black men. And she was basically making her hold herself accountable. You know what I'm saying? Since you're taking up for this girl, you got to hold yourself accountable, because she said this. And Lisa Ray was saying, like, she called women bees.
Right.
And not in that way that they talk to each other. Not in that way. Right. You know what I'm saying? And Lisa Ray was pointing that out, and Selena Johnson had her back on it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, that's that Chicago right there. That Chicago was coming out. So.
But they are from Chicago.
Not all of them. I don't think.
Lisa Ray.
Yeah, I know Lisa Ray is, and Selena Johnson is. I don't think Vivica Fox from there.
Vivica Fox from Chicago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know, man. Lisa Ray definitely.
Maybe Claudia Jordan may not be.
I don't know.
Them three, I know for sure.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what's up then. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But maybe they from different blocks then, because
different blocks.
Lisa Ray would let them know. She would let them know for real. She was getting it right. But like with all her talking points, she was like rebutting them. Like, no, hey, look, boom, what about this? Because old girl said this in the video, and then boom, old girl said this. I was like, oh, and then she like, why she twerking? She's supposed to be a clinical therapist. You know what I'm saying? And you talking about black men hate you, but then in your video you say all your clients were black men. You know what I'm saying? Like, this type stuff that she's, that she hitting her with. And you can see Vivica Fox ain't really had nothing to say.
She was mad.
Yeah, she was mad. Mad. See, when she get checked by another woman, she ain't got nothing to say. Like most of them. If it's a man who checking them, they not even listening to the words that he's saying.
Yeah, they just want to respond.
They just want to respond.
Yeah.
But when it's another woman who checking them,
they have to listen.
They have to listen. They have to.
Well, they don't have to, but
they forced to, because they know
to.
that person ain't gonna back down.
Yeah, they know that woman ain't gonna let them just get the last word.
Right, exactly. And I like to see it, for real, because it's like, see, now y'all see, you are forced to listen to the truth. And I like the women who make the video, because I watch other podcasts like Pink Book, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that.
Never heard of Pink Book.
Pink Book is good. Celebrity, and what they do is they hold women accountable. You know what I'm saying? They really hold them accountable, and they don't back down. And when they try to get nasty and catty and all that, especially celebrity pull receipts. And be like, well, remember you said this, remember you said that. So, oh yeah, man. And this is coming from a woman's perspective.
Gotcha.
And I think that's what's cool about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a woman perspective, and I always think about on our show, we coming from a guy's perspective.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? So I try to balance out my thought process.
Okay. That's what's up. So, ladies and gentlemen, do you have any other closing points?
I don't. I think that's enough for today.
All right. Well, I'm gonna close a couple few points. I don't think any less of any woman that has a body count, because at the same token, while I've been out here messing with all these different women, I know women been messing with me, and maybe like if men got high body counts, they're not sleeping with all the same women. So I understand that it's a revolving door.
That's true.
I understand that we as men, we attack women sometimes. Not on this channel, but as certain men, they attack women and make women feel like they're homo something because they are always using women as their muse.
Okay, well, that'd be a good conversation for another, because I disagree, but
Okay.
that's definitely a good, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
With that being said, I'm your host, Dysfunctional World.
I'm your boy, Sid. We out of time. Till the next time.
Screaming, let's talk.
Peace.
Peace.